blastmusic247.com. We're changing the industry one artist at a time. That's my girl right there. Alrighty. I gotta sit up on this one. Hold up. Hey everybody.
Hi everybody.
Happy Thursday night once again.
Yeah.
I probably need to quit dating it and just welcome them. So let's start that over. Welcome everybody to Crazy Carla's Concoctions. How are you doing? This has been a really good week. It's not anything specific. It's just, let's just say God's blessing has been just definitely shining down on me this week. And,
good.
You know, waking up feeling good, feeling well rested, not stressed out at work. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just smooth sailing.
Yes. I mean, I had an easy week, you know. Today I had some fourth graders, and I don't know. I'm thinking about life, but it was a good week. The fourth graders, boy, they put it on me today. You understand me? So I was like, oh, okay. So they kind of gangster, but I made it. And I'm here, and like you said, there's a feeling of lightness, right? But you know, it's because retrograde is going out. So, hey, come on, bring on the peace and the prosperity and the joy. I'm ready for it. Hey,
we'll take all that with the quickness. Yeah. So yeah, this is a great start for the weekend because having a good week and then able to just bring it down that weekend, it's nice. Is it still cold up there or is it warmed up?
The last few days, it's been raining and a little nasty. Like we're in our 50s, like we're gonna get down to the 40s tonight. Yikes. So pretty cold. But then it's supposed to be back up in the 80s by Monday. So it's like, North Carolina, she going through menopause like me. And so there we go.
I got you. Well, I know we have a magnificent guest tonight, so I look forward to the conversation you guys have. But as always, I am here to help pay the bills with you. So let's go ahead and start with the sweetest line.
Sweetest line. Makaya Mitchell, you see my hair. You've seen my hair for years. She did it. She does it. Whenever I do go get my makeup done, she does it. She's just so adept at natural hair. She does lots, any kind of natural hair, color, you name it. She does it, okay? So if you too want to get that special treatment, because people always ask me, who does your hair? The sweetest line, Makaya Mitchell. So if you're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, you can hit that QR code if you're watching. If you're listening, you can call her at 336-734-3307. Also, you can find her on Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok under @thesweetestline. And you can book her, get to her website and how to book her there. And also she has a full service salon, the Sweetest Line Salon and Spa, where you can get massages, you can get your nails done and your hair. So please make sure you go check her out. And when you do, tell her Carla sent you, okay?
Indeed.
Secondly, we have Intuitive Readings by Myra, and it's just that. For those of you who don't know what an intuitive reading is, it's also called an energy reading. And what she does is she reads your energy, and your energy tells her what to tell you. And I'm telling you, it's pretty dope. It's pretty, if you've never experienced it. is something worth experiencing. So she is here also in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. You can hit that QR code if you're watching, or you can call her at 336-480-1653. If you want to do a virtual reading, because you might want to get an energy reading and you're not in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, you can go to intuitivereadingsbymyra.com and book a virtual visit with her there. So make sure when you do book a visit with her that you let her know Carla sent you, okay? And then, as if that's not enough, we also have Made with Love by Myra, because Myra isn't just an intuitive reader. Honey, she's artistic and she likes to make things. She makes soap, candles, shea butter, home fragrances, you name it. And she has some pretty neat stuff that she makes, trinkets. Oh, I just wish if you knew all the stuff that she has, you would be definitely interested. I can't talk. So go to madewithlove.myra.co. You see those beautiful things that she makes there? Made with love by Myra.co, not com. So it's .co. Okay, I always have to make sure I say that. So when you do book her, let her know, please. You can call her at that. Did I give the number? I did give the number. So it's the same number as before. So let her know that Carla sent you, okay?
Indeed. So tell us a little bit about your guest before I bring her in.
Okay, so tonight's guest is one of the people that I have watched throughout the years do her thing, and she's somebody I look up to in this acting business. None other than Miss Harriet Burnett. I'm telling you, she is just phenomenal. She's not only an actress, she does pageants, she's a model, and she carries herself with style and grace. But she's so much fun to be around. She makes you laugh, she makes you think. She's very provocative, honey, and she still got it. You hear me? She still got it. So for those of you who don't know her, I'm gonna, reintroduce to some and introduce to many. None other than the Harriet Burnett. How you like that?
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby. How you feeling?
Feeling awesome, man. Absolutely.
You look like it. You look like it, honey. You always look good, honey. That's a fact.
Thank you, yes, thank you, baby. Love that introduction. You about to make me blushing over here, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with some blushing. Blushing good for you. That's what I tell people. If somebody make me blush, I say, ooh, child, you got my black self blushing, baby. I do it. I take it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So welcome to the Crazy Carla's Concoctions podcast. I finally got you on here. I finally got you on.
Yes. Look at God. Look at him.
Yes. And I just, you are a very interesting person to me. I love the roles that you do. I love your presence when you're out and about. I watch people. I'll be watching. And Miss Harriet, you're one of those people that, when I watch you, I'm like, ooh, that's how I'm going to be when I grow up. You understand? So tell the people where you're from and where you're at.
All right. Well, actually, I was born in a little town called Witty, North Carolina, right outside of Rocky Mount.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And I moved to Fayetteville in 92.
Okay.
I moved to Fayetteville with my oldest son, who is now just turned 35 years old. Tell you how old I am. I have two young men. One, like I said, just had a birthday March the 31st. He turned 35. And my youngest rather, is here in Fayetteville in the military. He'll be 30 this year.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
So you have young kings, young gentlemen.
Yes. And they gave me 4 beautiful princesses.
Ain't that something?
4 granddaughters.
Give y'all them girls.
So.
That's how my son is. My son has 2 daughters. Yeah. And then my granddaughter's dad, he is 3 boys. His mom has 3 boys, and they all have girls.
Wow. That's amazing.
So funny. Yeah.
I love it. I wouldn't take nothing for them. They're my pride and joys there.
Yes, it's something about grandchildren, isn't it? Now you know why you call grandmother, because the children are grand, right?
Right.
They just so much
Absolutely.
more. Not that we don't love our kids. Now, listen,
Right.
we love them.
Right.
But
Yeah.
baby, something about them grandbaby, you be like, wait a minute, because I be ready to fight my daughter over mine. I be like, wait, hold it. Now you
Yeah.
ain't gonna talk to her like that. Now hold it.
You know, growing up, you didn't understand that. It's like, wait a minute now. I had my sons. It was like, Ma, I'm here, right? I know she always loved me, but them boys, boy, they took over. I said, wait a minute now. I'm the baby though. I'm your baby. Yeah, boo, yeah. So now when I had my grandbaby, just like, okay, now I understand what you're saying. So now my sons are saying the same thing. Okay, mama, yeah, okay, yeah. So now it reversed. Now I understand it. I understand. It's a whole different thing. It's a whole different type of love.
It just is. It is what it is. Now, what you drinking on over there, Harriet? What is you
Actually,
drinking?
baby, this is just pineapple juice, believe it or not.
Oh,
But it
okay.
tastes so good. So I figured I'd put mine in a little wine glass, just to act like I got something.
Make it fancy. Well, you do got
There
something.
you
You
go.
acting like it.
There
You
you
got
go.
something to drink. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's good and it's nourishing. So that's the thing. That good
Well,
old
this is
pineapple
good.
juice.
This is good too. This is rosé. I work with
Hello.
fourth graders today. I taught fourth graders,
Oh,
and I
Wally,
lived
you
through
need
it.
that.
Okay.
You need that right now, yeah.
Mhm. So
I
that's what
understand.
I'm sipping on tonight, courtesy of Trader Joe's. Um, my one of my favorite stores. So, what's your zodiac sign, Miss Harriet?
Cancer, baby.
You're a Cancer.
Yes,
So,
I
are you
am.
a June Cancer or July Cancer?
July, baby. July 17th. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have known. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
that makes you even even the more interesting from
I'm
what I know
Cancer.
about cancers. Okay. So y'all
Yeah.
about y'all family. That y'all
Honey,
don't play about y'all family, baby.
you
Don't
better
do it.
say that. You better say it. You want to
Between
fight, mess
cancers
with
and
my
Taurus,
baby.
don't do it. Yes, ma'am. I
Don't
got
mess with the family. Don't do it.
it at all. And y'all crazy over y'all mamas and y'all
Ooh,
daddies. So
child.
please.
Ooh,
Okay.
child. You want to
Mhm.
fight. You mess with mama. And it's been me and her all my life, pretty much. And daddy wasn't there. So it's like, that's my best friend.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
So
We
are
grew up
you your
together.
mother's only child? Are you an only child, Harriet?
My mother had me at a young age, and then I have a brother, Carlos. But
Okay.
I was a baby for years.
Okay. Okay. So it's
Yeah,
two of you, but it's a good
yeah,
little space between you, right?
right. Like 20
Okay.
something years, 21 years, to be exact. Yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on. Yeah,
Honey, that's all I saw my grandma did. My grandma was having children in sets. Honey, and by the time my mama and them came along, my other uncles was married with kids and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's
I was.
like,
She said she wanted her another child, and I was away. I was living in D.C. So I was away,
look,
and
wait a minute.
so
This
sure,
ain't on my question list, but I got to ask this. How in the
okay.
world did you feel
No,
about this?
my mom had, like I said, I'll give you a little backstory. My mother and I, like I said, she had me at a young age, and then, like I said, we did everything together, grew up together because she was a teenager when she had me.
Okay.
And when I was 21, my brother's adopted, but he's not. If it makes sense.
Yes.
That's my honey. I love him to death.
Okay.
So that's where that came in. My mother had me, and she couldn't have any more, but she wanted another kid.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's how it turned out.
Oh,
Yeah, but Carlos, that's my man.
that's your brother.
That's my brother
I
for
mean,
sure.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
So
know. I got one of
we
them.
have a beautiful family. My mom, my brother, and my kids. That's my heart. Like I said, you mess with them, you mess with me,
Exactly.
and it's just been a beautiful thing. My mother. A lot of people are like, wait, how your mama so close? Yeah, we do every. When I say a lot, if I don't call my mother today, either something is wrong. She'll call me, and you know how they call your whole name when they're upset. Harriet, I ain't talk to you today. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, we and she's one of the reasons why I'm doing basically what I do. My mother is pretty much totally well, I ain't gonna say totally opposite from me. My mother's not as outgoing as I am, but she's always told me that whatever it is you want to do in life, you can do it. Don't let nobody tell you can't do it.
Okay.
So that's how I live my life. I never let anything slow me down. So
I love that. So let's see. So what came first, acting or modeling?
actually, singing came first.
Singing.
Yeah, singing. Yeah, singing was my life. I
Please
started singing.
explain. Please tell the people, because listen, I'm learning something new too. Go ahead. So you were a singer, or
Yes,
you are a singer?
I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So Harriet Burnett, the singer. Now that part I don't
Yeah.
know about. So, but I can tell it by the way your voice sounds when you talk.
Yeah, yeah.
I can see you being a singer.
I've been singing all my life, really. My mother, back when I was a little one, had a group. She was with a group called the Spiritual Echoes, also out of Whitty, North Carolina, and I used to travel with them singing. Like I wasn't even a teenager yet, just sing with them, and my mother's a singer, so that's how I started with that singing, and I used to do a creative dancing as well. So I have a genre of things that I do, and the way I fell into modeling came after that. Modeling came through an actual show that I was doing, a fashion show that I was doing in Tarboro, North Carolina, years ago, and I was entertainment doing that, and one of the models didn't show, and they asked me to fill in. That's how that fell in. That was like in '79. So how far that happened. So I've been modeling since '79, and in 2013 the acting took over. So
wow. Okay, so I'm just like, okay. So you wear so many hats. Which one is your favorite?
I'm always going to be singing. I love singing. Singing to me is just like this shirt right here is peace for me.
Right. Okay? Yes.
When anything's going wrong or life starts lifing, I can sing a song and it brings me back grounded. I've woken up every day pretty much to my mother humming a tune, and sometimes I don't even know what the tune is, but she wakes up humming. And she does that to this day. She'll be here at my house, and I'll wake up with her humming or singing something. So singing
it's like that when you're musical. When you grow up in a musical family, music is like a balm for you. It really is.
Yeah. So singing is my first love. The other two was something that was a gift that I didn't even realize I had. The modeling thing, like I said, that was just something that it kind of fell in my lap, and then from that I fell in love with it. And in '85, when I was living in DC, I started my own group, Del Carlos Productions modeling group when I was in DC in '85.
Okay.
Yeah. So then moved to Fayetteville, and actually moved back to my hometown first, and then I came back to Fayetteville. I had my son, and I moved to Fayetteville. From there, I got connected with another young lady named Chena Simmons that had her own boutique here and was putting on a show, and someone told me to go and see her about doing a show with her, and I was just going to be in the show, and she ended up having me coordinate the show, and that's how modeling grew legs from there. So 2013, acting took over. Another friend of mine introduced me to someone that said, I wanted you to audition for this TV show called Sisters to 40s Club, and I didn't want to do it, but he talked me into it, and I did and got the part.
You didn't want to do it.
I didn't. I mean, acting was not on my plate at all. I mean, a lot of people tell me, Harry, you've been acting all your life, because you have people cracking up and stuff all the time, but it wasn't something that I was looking to do,
Okay.
But I did, and from there, I kind of fell in love with the acting part of it. I left that particular group, and because I met another young lady named Shawnee Hardy while I was on that set, who is the writer and producer of Ashardi Film Productions out of Clayton, North Carolina.
Okay.
Hence, that's how I got these two movies you see on the back here, My Three Boys and Provision. I don't know if you can see it, but you put one of them actually on I sent it to you. But that's how I really got into it, because I'm starring in My Three Boys, and I play a part in Provision as well. Provision was my first big movie that I did. So yeah, acting took some more legs and just took off from there. So I'm loving that acting, and I like being behind the scenes as well, like doing stuff.
So how does it feel to be a spokesperson for the sassy seniors, honey? Because I tell you, you put such young ones to shame, honey. I be seeing you, and I said, look at them legs, honey. I said, if I just had one leg like Harriet Burnett, honey, and you be straight every time I see you be having heels all the time. I wish I could wear some heels.
I fell in love
to keep looking and feeling as young as you do.
Well, for one, I can say it's in my genes, for one, because I come from a line of women, starting from my grandma on down, that have shapes and things like that. But I started at a young age working out, and I continued to do that. Even when I was pregnant with my sons, I was in the gym working out. So I continued to do that. I enjoy walking a lot. I don't go to the gym a whole lot. I like to walk. I walk all the time, pretty much. Okay. I try to do at least 3 to 5 miles a day when I can.
Wow.
And yeah, but a majority of it is hereditary, and I try to eat well as too. I eat pretty much what I want to a certain degree, but I don't eat a lot of fried foods. I like baked, and I love my veggies. Matter of fact, I just made another bowl of ceviche. My son, if he hear that story, he'll be over here in a minute, because he loves ceviche. I learned how to make it because I used to buy it all the time at the Mexican restaurant. I'm like, that costs too much. It costs too much. So I'm going to figure out how to make it myself, man. I made my first batch about 2 weeks ago, and my son ate it. My son ate it up. So I just made another batch tonight. So that's going to be my
what you put in your ceviche? Do you put shrimp, fish, octopus? Do you just put fish and shrimp?
I love shrimp. I do shrimp with the tomatoes and cilantro and my lemons and lime juice, and I cut up cucumbers in there, and I think that's basically all I put in there. A little bit of salt. I don't put a whole lot in there, but that does it for me.
Oh yeah, I love a good ceviche. I like it with fish. I like it without the fish. I like it with the pulpo, as we call it, calamari, octopus. Okay. It's good. Oh, I just love ceviche.
I haven't had it with the fish yet.
Oh, it's good.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try it out with.
It's really good. I think it's a real mild fish, so it's something like a haddock or something like that. It's a white fish, I think. Yeah. But whenever I have a ceviche that have fish in it, that's traditional. It's really good. Mm-hmm. Really, really good. Okay, we're out there making our own ceviches.
I love my ceviche. My grandbabies were like it. I was shocked that they were like, "Grandma, ooh, this is good." I kept my 2 older ones with me last week. And, with me doing a lot that I do on the weekends, I try to get them during the weekdays. Sometimes I'll get them and I'll take them to school, the 2 older ones. So they spent the night last week, and I made some ceviche and I let them taste it. They said, Grandma, this is good. I said, y'all can eat all my ceviche now. I'll let you taste it. I didn't think they were going to eat like that.
Yes, ma'am. They will eat your stuff, yes.
Yeah, so I guess next time I got to make a bigger batch, because they were trying to eat all my stuff. So,
That is fantastic. So, as you have, gone through, I know you're a woman like any other woman. You just said your mom was a teenage mom. Mm-hmm. She adopted a child. Then you had your 2 children. So were you ever married? Or are you single? How is life playing out for Harriet Burnett right now?
I was married briefly.
Okay.
And it's not for everybody. My ex-husband and I, we're good friends now today. We're good friends, so we have a really good relationship. But it wasn't time, So I'm single now. I have been single now for a while, and I'm not mad about it. It's my whole thing is when and if it happens again, and it's never too late. When and if it happens again, God's gonna have to send him.
Woo! He gonna have to ring the doorbell, like
hello. Yeah, he gonna have to send him because I gonna mess around and mess up something. So no, I know what I want, and I put my bids in. God, this is what he gotta have, and da 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 da. But in a relationship, it's give and take. A lot of people have to realize it's not a. I hear a lot of people. I want this, and I need a man that's got a 6 figures. I need a man that got this and that. Not the baby. Listen, that man can have 6 figures and still ain't hitting no Jack Dooley squat. I'm serious.
You hear me?
I don't care if he drive a pickup truck. If he's taking care of me and being the man and being the caring and supportive man that he's supposed to be and the godly man that he is, I'm good with that. We're not gonna struggle now. I ain't gonna have no man in my life and we gonna struggle. We gonna work it out together. But I'm not supporting you. We're not doing that because that's not how it's supposed to go. But I don't have a standard so high to I'm looking down on somebody else because they don't have they can't support me wholeheartedly, because first may God give me the gift to support myself.
Right.
And I have done it. I've raised both my boys pretty much by myself, with the exception of my mom and my village surround me. So it's not like I can't do it. It's just, we don't want to. We don't necessarily. Women say, well, I don't need no man. Well, you don't really, but it's good to have one if he's the right one.
Right. They come in good in the clutch sometimes.
Yeah. So I'm good with that. And I come home sometimes and I'm sitting here and I'm like, wow, I got so much peace in my life. I'm not having any drama come in my life. And if I sense it, I dismiss it real quick. It don't take me a week or 2 or 3. It don't take me 2 or 3 years or so to realize this is not the one.
Right.
I'll sense it right away, and it's peace out.
It really only take like a few weeks for you to know. Months. It take you a few months to really get to know somebody, but
yeah,
it don't take no years like these people trying to make it. And especially at our age, like, child, if you 50, 60, you know what the heck you want in a man or a woman. If you don't know by now, then go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, sit on down. Yeah.
That's it.
Stop playing with him. Stop playing with him or her. Stop doing that.
Yeah, because they tell me, I'm not trying to rush in and that, but you be trying to rush into this and that and the other thing, but you don't want to rush into the relationship. And what is your definition of rush into? Because to me, dating somebody for 6 months to a year is not rushing into anything. So,
no. But yeah, that's they don't get it. But like I said, it's either right now I'm concentrating on Harriet. Like I said, if God brings, sends that man, or if I meet someone and God said that's the one, then fine. I'm not. A lot of people say, well, I ain't gonna never get married again. I will never say never. I won't ever say that. I will say that I'm never gonna deal with a lot of stuff that I see people deal with. I can say that.
Oh,
I can definitely say that. So drama is not in my vocabulary and never will be. If the peace not in there, and I keep saying peace because you can't take away my peace. I ain't giving it to you, and don't try to come and take it, because we gonna have a problem. That's when the peace might disappear if you come try to take it. And I wear my shirt because I'm the spokesperson for Peace is Priceless. This line. Little shout out to Mr. A.C. Brown, who is the brand owner out of Louisiana. I'm his spokesperson with this line.
Peace is Priceless. Do they have a website?
Right now he's building to get his website to go. He's revamping some things, but as soon as we get that together, I'll be putting it out there. But I've been selling a lot of his products and stuff. Like I say, he's revamping right now, but we'll be back on smooth kicking out for a while with hoodies and t-shirts. Okay. But what I love about the shirt itself, it's the message, but it's the pyramid that, if you can see it in the inside, there are blocks in that pyramid, and in that block there's words. They're not, you can't see them, but the blocks mean there's certain words that comes with it. That, from listening to his story, you can pull up his website and look at him and listen to his story. He's also did a documentary called The Art of Business, the Best of Both Worlds, he gives his whole document of his life and the whole 9 years. And the crazy thing about it, I've known AC now for a few years, but we've never met.
Wow.
Never. We met on Facebook. You know what I mean? We met on Facebook. I saw the t-shirt and I fell in love with it. And I said, I got to have me one of those. And I sent him he sent me the information. I ordered my shirt, fell in love with it because what I love about it, it does not fade at all. The color stays the same. And it's that stretchable fabric and it just comes into your body. I love it.
I love that blue. That blue is everything.
Yeah, boo. So
I like that. And it makes you think peace, calm,
Right.
So yeah, I really like that. Okay.
So that's where my peace comes from. It's from God, definitely gives me peace every day I wake up and I thank Him for.
Peace is priceless.
Yes, ma'am. Say it.
Yeah, because that's when you said no drama. I mean, I get it. That's where I'm at now too. My peace is so priceless to me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, there's too much going on. Life is going to keep moving. You can't stop it. You can't change it. Only person you can change is you and your situation. That's the only thing you can change. You can't change what's coming out and what's going to happen in this world, and so you can't do that. So I wake up in the morning. I thank God first of all for waking me up, and pray to give me a blessed day and to be a blessing to someone else. Whether it's just by my words or smile or whatever, you never know. Sometimes I might just need a smile in the day. So whatever it is, that's my goal in life, is to provide, peace.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So we're going to come back.
Okay.
We're at the halfway point, so we have to do our artist of the week. And then we're going to come back and maybe look at. Did you send Troy some clips? Did you send him a video?
Yep, okay. I got a video.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at what is the life of Miss Harriet Burnett. See some of the stuff I'm telling y'all about. So, all right, Troy.
All righty. So tonight we have a recent Blast artist signing. Her name is Ansharia, and she has a song that's called "Ain't Got Time." Let's check it out.
The beginning and no end, and middle ground till spin. We're moving, trust in the universe. You say, don't you let nothing stand in the way. We're winning, ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, crisscross and mismatched shoes. Wrong path, now what to do? We're cruising, lampshade against moonlight, offset the dark from night. We're gleaming, ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, prude clicks and passers by. Can't dream life beyond the skies. They're losing, soft lips behind the lies, hate resting in their eyes. They're scheming, ain't got time for yesterday. We're steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised. Why not live today? We're breathing, 'Ain't got yesterday was steady keeping the faith. Tomorrow is not promised, why not live today? We're breathing, breathing. Ba-da-dee, ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo-ba. Hey, yeah, me gay, ba-da-da, ocean. Sweet, doo-dee-dee, ba-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo-ba. Yeah, yeah, me gay, ba-da-da, ocean.
There we go. That was Ansharia with Ain't Got Time. And if you are an independent artist or a spoken word poet or up and coming comedian looking for some exposure, you can go to blastmusic247.com to register for free. The Blast is also looking for the fans. So if you're a fan of great music, you too can also go to Blast Music, register as an unlimited fan, and get access to hundreds of independent music. Blast, we are constantly changing the industry one artist at a time. All right, ladies, back to y'all.
Thank you, Troy.
That was beautiful.
I love that. I love how she mentioned Mama Oshun and Mama Yemi. Yeah, I was like, okay, I'll count that. Love it. I love it. You know.
Yes, I love jazz. Like I said, I'm old school. So even when I was young and singing, I grew up around my auntie listened to a lot of old music back in the day when I was young. So when other people were listening, my peers were listening to their stuff, I was doing stuff like Sam Cooke and Al Jarreau and you know, Miles Davis and all those cats. I was loving all that stuff. So jazz is my thing. Jazz and the gospel, of course, is the number one that's in my life, that's in my blood. It's going to always be there. But jazz is one of the next top things in my singing.
I love that. You know, I grew up, my grandparents helped raise me. So, of course, I listen to older music. Like, I love Cadillac Records because that's the music my granddad listened to, blues, country. My grandfather listened to country and bluegrass, believe it or not. And then my grandma, she loved Elvis Presley. You know, she loved Sam Cooke, Billy Preston, you know, stuff like that. And then my dad was a musician. My mom's a church musician. So I've always grown up around music, and I love music, and I believe music helps us to explore who we are as people. Absolutely. You know, we all have, if you just, I would love if we could do like a movie of our lives and have a soundtrack of the music that really changed us. Things that
idea, darling. How come we can't do that? We can do that. Yes,
you hear certain songs and you think of certain things in life, and you're like, oh, I remember we were doing such and such when we used to listen to that, you know, or whatever. And I think that's dope. So I asked you to send in a clip or, you know, something. So let's show the people what Harriet Burnett does. Roll that beautiful Harriet Burnett footage, Troy.
Excuse me, ma'am, you know you don't have to sit there.
Excuse me?
I said you don't have to.
I heard what you said. Now, I'll sit wherever I please. And I please to sit right here in this wide seat. See, I can put my feet up. You know, what? You been living up on the rock for the last 50 years? Okay. You get some rest, and I'll see you.
May.
Yes, sis.
I need you to take care of my boys. Promise me you will.
Sis, that's nothing to promise. Because you're going to be fine. And I need you to stop talking like that. You're going to get through this. You understand?
I don't know.
But look, you're going to get through this.
and you're going to see the boys graduate and one day get married. You're going to get through this.
Lieutenant Melikoff is working towards her doctorate in peace negotiation and mediation.
Dean Warman, I cannot tell you how grateful I am for the opportunity.
Well, you come highly recommended. You better be right about him, Jason.
Well, what he lacks in education, he makes up with life experience. Plus, his IQ tests off the chart.
Say, that accent, it sounds like a specific Earth accent. Where did you learn English?
I teach him, Dean Bonner. He knew many words, but I teach more.
That explains it. Jason, it's been nice, but I really have to be on my way. Chief, get me out of here.
Who you think you're talking to, young man? How dare you disrespect me like that? Look at me when I'm talking to you. Oh, so you think you a man now, right? But if you ever disrespect me again, after all I've done for you, Lord, good. Oh. Boys, that boy's. Oh, I can't. Oh, he's gonna make me kill him. Oh, Jesus, you're going to have to help me, Jesus. Sharon, baby, you're going to have to come down here and help me with this one. That Michael going to make me kick his ass. Woo! Jesus, help me, Father. Oh, my God. Jesus, I got it. Okay, baby, pull it together, girl. Pull it together. You got to get it together. Whew, okay.
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
It
so we got to see
me.
the many different faces. Wow. So what is it about acting for you?
I love being able to portray different characters, but I take on roles that actually mean something to me, and it resonates in my spirit. When you look at the one where the old lady's sitting on the bus, and the name of that is "Listen," by the way, written by a man by the name of Randy Wren. He was actually in My Three Boys. But that movie was about the man on the other Caucasian gentleman you saw on there. He talks to you, but he don't really listen to you. And that's where it is. You're talking to him. He asks you a question before you can get the answer out. He's going into something else. So that's why I asked him, is he living up under a rock or something? Because he ain't really paying attention to what I'm saying.
Right.
And some of the things he say kind of sounds to me kind of like it's racist, but you're not listening to me. But he wasn't. And that was that. And then with My Three Boys was based off of a true story. The writer, Shawnee Hardy, wrote that. She had a cousin that lived in Jamaica that was dying of cancer, and was asked if anything happened to her for that, could she help take care of her boys. So I played the sister. The other young lady played the sister that had cancer, and she passed away, and I took in the boys, and when My Three Boys came in. But what was so beautiful with that one for me was I was able to have my own sons on there at the end of it as the boys grown up. So I had my boys up there, and I also had my mother playing that my mother was deceased in the movie. She made an appearance. So I had my mom, my family up there. So that was really it was an emotional thing doing that.
That was together. Exciting.
It really was. And and the one, man, the Star Trek, I've always been a Trekkie. I've always been in the Trekkie. So when I was asked, the same gentleman that asked me to be in the one with the old lady, they did this one, and I had to go to Georgia to film that one. They had looked like the whole Star Trek set and the whole 9 yards. And when I was like, I get to disappear, like, like beam them up, Scotty, man. This was like that was so exciting. So yeah, I tried to take on roles that mean something. If you look at a lot of the movies that I'm on Tubi as well as Amazon, I play a lot of mother, auntie roles, but I also want to get into villains, and I want to do a superhero movie now too. I want to get into that, but I take on movies that mean something, and I pray off of every movie that I decide to take. I have to ask, is this something that I really, because I want to give 100%, and I don't want to take on something where I'm kind of feeling kind of leery about.
Right.
So I've been blessed that God has put those movies in front of me, and I've been on Fatal Attraction twice at the drive to Knoxville, Tennessee for that. That was a blessing as well. And that was kind of leery in a way because, of course, you're doing a reenactment of something that actually happened in real life.
Right.
So to do that, because I played the mother in one season, and then I played a detective in another season in that.
And I saw that episode, so congratulations!
Thank you. That was awesome. That was really, really good. I enjoyed that. I really did. So acting to me is been like I said with that. And you asked about modeling before. Modeling to me, I enjoy modeling. I love it. I do. But I'm more so now into the mentoring aspect of it.
Okay.
I told you I started Del Carlos Productions in 1985 in DC, but last year I made Del Carlos Productions now at LLC. So it's Del Carlos Productions LLC, which means I do workshops for mentoring youth to love themselves from the inside out through modeling and acting. So I'll be doing workshops, and I'm mobile. So if anybody needs me to come and do a workshop in another city or town or state or whatever, they contact me. I'll send them the information. They can register the kids and whatever on that end. I bring myself and do the workshop, and I come on home. But yeah. So I that's what I do now. That's what the Del Carlos is about now, is mentoring through my modeling.
That's wonderful. See, I'm just learning so much stuff. I'm like, dang, I didn't know you did that too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I try to be involved in things that's moving and shaking. I'm a part of an organization called Connecting Villages Worldwide, where based out of Raleigh, where we're doing a gala this year in July for underprivileged kids. We're trying to get at least 75 kids to have a formal gala in the Hilton is sponsoring it, the Hilton Hotel in Raleigh. And what we're asking people to do is to nominate kids that you might know between the age of 13 and 17 years old to be a part of it. They don't have to pay anything. We're getting sponsors, and you can sponsor a kid if you like. And we're having people to donate gowns and suits and stuff for the kids. But it's food, and it's a whole program for them. We're doing that. It's the 26th of July in Raleigh at the Hilton Hotel. So I'm a part of that. That's Sietta Cromar and Ms. Mocha. Dr. Mocha is doing that out of Raleigh.
Okay. So do the children have to be out of the Raleigh area, or is it statewide, or?
It's if you can get them to the event, you want to sponsor them, they can come from anywhere.
Oh, wow. And do you have a website or a way for people to look up?
I can send you the information, and you can post it. I'll send you the information along with the application and all that they'll fill out and send it in.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. That's the thing. Our kids are, like I said, with me having grown kids, but having grandbabies now, and we see that our kids out here are, a lot of them are lost. They really don't have any where to go. I was at an event where I was actually volunteered yesterday. I don't know if you saw it. I posted it on my page. My son's friend, Mr. Q. Derrick Covington, started a LLC. It's I think it's called Tulsa Initiative thing. Anyway, they had over 200 kids from different high schools here at Fayetteville Tech, and they had different rooms where they was teaching them different things, and I was there helping out with that. That was a beautiful thing to see yesterday. So they had about 4 different high schools here in the Cumberland County area that they had to come in. So that was beautiful yesterday. So I like being involved in things where there are kids that, because they need us. They need us,
and the
and
parents.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, I mean, my whole thing, it's a lot of parents that, because you can't say that the kids not doing it because they don't know. If you don't know, you can't do better. And then they got some parents that don't know. You can't blame the parents per se if they don't know. Right. Then how can they teach somebody else? It's like with me. My mother couldn't have taught me anything if she didn't know herself. So I can't look at nobody's parent. Well, that's what the parents ain't so and so and so. Well, you don't know their story, first of all. So you need to dig deeper and sit down and have a conversation with the family and see what their needs are.
I mean,
so that's why I am. That's why I am with that.
Wow. I love that. So you're like me. You fight for the underdog. You're like, hey, if you've never been a person that's never been without, you don't understand people who've been without, or if you've been in a situation where you've had to just, Jesus is all you got. That's it.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And, or, whomever you believe in, I'm just telling you, there's some humble that comes with having to know who you are and know what you believe in, like really believe in, right? So what advice would you give to another woman coming behind you trying to do the things that you are currently doing?
My number one advice is just be true to yourself and don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. And don't let age be a factor, because I started this acting thing in my 50s, man. I'll be 63 this year. Yeah, I'll be 63 in July. And this acting thing just took legs and started walking around in my mid 50s. Really, the acting thing took over. So I want to say with you is just, whatever goals and dreams and aspirations you may have, don't let anything and anybody stop you from doing that, because the only person can do that is you, really. Don't listen to the naysayers, because first of all, a lot of those naysayers, they're not doing nothing. I'm just keeping it real with you. A lot of them, and they looking for you to fail. A lot of them, like this song say, those backstabbers that smile in your face. I love
the
you.
whole time they want to take your place.
Absolutely, right. And I pray for them. I smile and I pray for them, but I don't think I don't know who you are. And a lot of times I don't know. I got a master that reveals stuff to me. But just don't allow life to take you out of your element and what you like to do. Be happy with yourself. Be peaceful with you. And don't allow people to come in and take anything from you, because God gives us all gifts. First of all, He gives us all gifts. It's up to us to tap into them. There's a lot of people you hear that saying, well, there's so much talent 6 foot under that never bloomed at all, because a lot of people was afraid to take that step, or they listened to that person say, well, you can't. I was told years ago, you can't model, you too short. But now I got people coming to me asking me to teach them. So there's that. So had I listened to them back then, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. So just take that first step. Take that first step. There's the best advice I can give you. Take that. If there's no one on you, this is what you want to do. Take that step.
Wow.
Put God first, and He'll make it happen.
That is great advice.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. That's great advice.
You're welcome, baby. Yes,
take the first step and God will take care of it. And you know what? It's so true.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just miss out because they are like, I just posted the other day because it just hit my spirit. I got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I got to make my comfort zone. I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone because that's where the elevation is.
Absolutely.
And it's hard. It's hard when you are of a certain age and you feel like, should I be doing this? Is this a good time to do this? I mean, can I do this? Yeah. And the answer is yes. If you say so, yes.
Yeah. Mama just tried to call me twice. Mama, I see you. I'll call you back, baby. I love you so much. She probably trying to figure out how she can get on here. Because normally if I'm on a podcast or something, she's up there saying something. I don't know if she's.
Well, I wonder why she not on here talking. Did a lot of people hit the link?
I don't know. Oh, I sent it. I don't know.
While we're on here talking, people are talking.
I don't know. I was seeing some pops and so I don't know what's going on, but she's probably called twice. I call her back. Bless my baby. She if she can see, she looking. Trust me.
Hey, mama, if you watching, if you catch this on the replay, hey, mama, I was holding your daughter captive for just a little bit, picking her brain, trying to find out, how she do the things that she does. Okay.
She understands. But yeah, like I said, I've been blessed to have a lot of people ask me, Harry, who how do you get these roles that you get? How do you get them? I'm blessed to know people that know people that know people that call me and say, well, I need Harriet for that, or I want you to audition for that. I shout out to Miss Erlina Gifford Shine. She's written the that's my girl right there. Got a movie getting ready to come out. Father Knows Best getting ready to come out. I think that's the name of it, coming out in a couple of days, 3 days. I was blessed to be in about 4 of her movies. Busted and Disgusted is the latest one I was in. I enjoyed playing Sister Mabel, the nosy Sister Mabel. That's on Tubi right now. The Saints and Ain'ts, I'm in that one. Walls of Secrets 2, I'm in that as well, by Erlina Gifford Shine. And then Miss Dee Dee Walker, we're shooting Jessica's drama now. We're in the process of, we're ready to shoot that. So I'm blessed to be a part of that. Mr. Mike Anderson with A Poly Soul. This is life story, true story about him. I'm in that story. 17 Days. Daryl Smith. It just, these people, and we have to give people their flowers while they're here. And I don't take anything for granted. I didn't get to where I am by myself. God gave me the gift, but they take other people to push you and get you where you need to be. So I thank God for all of them. And Sietta Cromar, the baddest fashion original African designer in the area. I'm her in-house model right now. She's in Africa. She'll be back here. She's been in Africa for the last 3 weeks. She'll be back on Monday. So these people have really resonated and poured into my spirit, and we become family, because outside of what I do with them or for them in their business, we support each other. And that's important to me. It ain't nothing for her to get in her car. If I got a show or I'm singing somewhere, she'll be at a play that I do. And Eric Swindell, shout out to you as well. I'm directing a short film for him now called. And I've been in several plays, and he's right out of Raleigh. So I'm just over the top excited and blessed and thankful to God for all the blessings that He's given me. So just tap into those gifts that God give you, man. And Carla, I love you, girlfriend.
Thank you.
I do, baby. I follow you, and you've been doing some amazing things too. I see you with your Jamaican accent on the last one you're doing. I like it, Charlie.
Thank you much.
Yes, man.
Yes. Well, I thank you. I'm just, like I said, I watch the people who I see out here doing the hard work, grinding and doing the things, because I know it's not easy being an actress myself. How it is not easy. So I know the things we go through, and it's always good to talk to somebody that you see really out here doing the work. So that's why I brought you on. I'm really proud of you. I just really respect you. I feel like you're a dynamic person, and that people just needed to know who you were. So tell the people how they can reach you, how they can follow you, how they can see the life that is Harriet Burnett.
Well, you can reach me on Facebook, of course, at Harriet Burnett. I'm on Instagram is HBurnett50. Am I on X? Is it Twitter? X now? I don't know what to call that now. Anyway, my website is www.harrietdburnett.com. So you can go on my website and you'll see a lot of things that I do, a lot more of the movies that I'm on. or you can pull me up on IMDb to see the movies that I've been on as well. So those are some of the ways that you can reach me. And
Harriet is HARRIET.
Right.
BURNETTE. And I always enunciate stuff because we have some people listening on like the different streaming platforms versus watching it on YouTube. So you can find her that way, y'all. Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, Miss Harriet, I thank you so much for coming on here. I told you I wasn't going to keep you long. I promised you. I kept my promise true. I thank you. I pray that whoever listens and watches this gets as inspired by you as I am. Y'all go check out some of her movies. She threw some titles out there. You know, she's on Tubi.
Yes, indeed. On Tubi, yes, baby. Just put in Harriet Burnett or Google me and it'll tell you everything that I'm on. Trust me.
Right. The IMDb run thick.
Right.
Okay. All right. And for those of y'all who don't know what IMDb is, that's our catalog for us actors. You want to know what we're in? It always goes on IMDb. So if you type in imdb.com or pull up the app and type in the person's name you're looking for, all this stuff pops up.
Pops right up.
All right.
Right.
Well, Miss Harriet, thank you once again for being my guest.
My pleasure.
So honored. I pray that everything that you think about, everything that you wish and pray and hope for, that you have in life, I pray that God continue to give you peace, and a peace that surpasses all understanding. And it's not just for you, but for you and your generations and your generations and your generations to come. Okay.
Right back at you, baby girl. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, y'all, that's episode 101 with the Harriet Burnett. Until next time, Crazy Carla's Concoctions. Peace.
Yes, bye-bye.
That's my girl right there.